We love a good soap opera, especially one that stood the test of time like Days of Our Lives. One of the hottest new actors on the show is with us tonight, Derek Yates. Hey, Derek, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so you played Carrie on the show. How did you feel when you first got the call that you were going to be on such an iconic soap opera?
It was pretty surreal just because it was a show that I had watched growing up. Like my mom would have it on. So you're like, oh, like your mom's watching her soaps, whatever. And you're like, I was like probably like 5 or something like that, maybe younger. And then all of a sudden you're on a show that you used to watch like so many years later, and then some of the characters are still there, and you're like, wow, this is kind of crazy. And some of the sets, so it was cool. It was a good experience.
Yeah, and soap operas are like a different world than sitcoms and movies a little bit. Like, isn't it a little more intense? Don't you film a lot at once?
They filmed pretty quick because like my first day on set, I didn't know fully what to expect, and then kind of like, luckily my co-star, Greg, he brought me on, who I was working opposite. So we like did a quick rehearsal together, and then we got on set, and then they rehearsed as like a whole team to make sure lighting and sound, everything's good. And they're like, and we're filming, and I was like, what? Like it was like I had no idea. No one told me it's not like this normally. So and then we did like one take, and then we were done, and we were like moving on to the next scene. You're like, what? Like okay, like. I guess we did a good job because they didn't say to change anything. So yeah, it was a little different. So, but then it kind of like makes you feel good. You're like, wow, well, I guess it wasn't terrible because they didn't have us do it again. So I was like, I guess I'm not that bad.
So after you shot the show and then it was airing, were you like watching to keep up with the other characters? Because sometimes in soaps it's like so separated, right?
Yeah, there's some kids. Sometimes the storylines will draw out for months before they get wrapped up, and it's like the same storyline going on forever. Then some get wrapped up pretty quick. So I mean, again, in my instance, my initial coming onto the show got wrapped up pretty quick. So
when you're not on set, when you're not acting, you're in the gym, you are a fitness trainer. So what do you think people should know at the beginning of a year when they have all of these resolutions to get fitter, get stronger, to lose weight? Like what's some good advice we can give them?
I mean, it's always great. Like, if that's the motivation that you need is to start at the beginning of the year, that's great. It's better to start then than never. But for me, I'm more about if you have that goal, start it now. So even at this point, like we're a little over a week in, like just because you didn't start at the beginning of the year doesn't mean you can't even start now. Like just do it. Start now. Do something. And for some people, that might just be getting outside and just going for a walk around the block. And if that's what you have to do just to get started, go do that, or go join a community group or a running group or a workout class, or hire a trainer like me. Whatever you got to do just to kind of like get the ball rolling in your health and fitness. It does a lot more than what people think, just doing something. Yeah.
Something else that I know that you like a lot is Project Angel Food. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's been around for about 35 years. I got involved because I was actually randomly, like, the CEO found me on Instagram and wanted me to be his trainer. And so I had never heard of it. And, during one of our sessions, he was telling me about it. And it's kind of interesting correlation just because they make medically tailored meals for people who are in need or in like some kind of health condition where food would actually play a large factor in their healing. And so like that kind of plays into like what I do, but more on like the physical side. And so it was kind of an interesting way to get involved with him that way. So like I've been in the kitchen and volunteered. I've helped make different promotional videos and raised money. So it's just been a nice way to give back and volunteer and do something for another person. But they're actually, I think it was the 19th million meal they were going to be serving this month. So
wow.
It's been they've been at it.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, before we go, what is your dream like movie set or TV show to be a part of, or some actor or actress that you really want to work with someday?
Okay, I'm going to give you 2 answers because it's kind of like a two-parter, but a quick two-parter. Well, I hope to be, that was cliche, but I'll be a Marvel superhero. That would be fantastic. So Kevin Feige, if you see this, please let me audition. The X-Men are about to come out. There's lots of X-Men. Please let me, like, I'd be an X-Men. Like, give me one of the lead X-Men. It'd be so fun. And then also I have a bucket list is to work with Bradley Cooper, because I get often a lot of people think I look like Bradley Cooper or like his brother or something.
Okay.
So it would be fun to play like his younger brother in a film.
That'd be awesome. Well, we'll be following along and hope to see all these dreams come true. Derek, thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me.
You can follow him online at Derek Yates on Instagram. And Days of Our Lives is on Peacock. Coming up next, tips to look and feel your best this year with lifestyle editor Joanne Butler. We'll be right back.